Okay, in this lecture we're going to talk about a three-part inequality. This is where we have a form like this, so let's do an example to show this. Alright, let's solve. Right, and our inequality will be of this type. Say 1 is less than or equal to 6x take 8, which will be less than or equal to 4. Okay, so notice we have three parts of this. 1 is less than or equal to this part, but this part is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so what we're looking for is when this expression here is somewhere, alright, between 1 and 4. Okay, so this is our solution to here, and we want to find what x values cause this to be between 1 and 4. Now, to do this we can go straight forward at it and say, well, I have 6x take 8 is less than or equal to 4, alright, which of course is greater than or equal to 1. We can add 8 to every side, and this would give me 9 is less than or equal to 6x, which is less than or equal to 12. Right, now we're dividing by a positive number, so we don't have to worry about switching the inequality sign. Alright, and so we end up with this implying then that I have 3 on 2 here by the looks of it. Alright, and this will be less than or equal to x, which will be less than or equal to 2. So my x values will cause this 6x subtract 8 to be between 1 and 4. So our solution here, of course, in interval notation will be 3 halves to 2. Including 3 halves and 2, like so. Alright, so that's how we do this type. Now, of course, a bit of a twist on this would be, let's call that example 1. So example 2, right, is if we have a negative that we need to divide through by. So let's see if we can do something like that. So let's suppose we have something like this. We have, let's suppose we want to solve negative 11 is greater than negative 3x plus 1, which is greater than negative 17. Right, now notice that these are switched around and I have a negative in here, so this is a clear indication I want to break this up into two. So we want to split this to two inequalities. Right, so we look at this one first, and the second one will be this one. So do them separately, okay? So first thing is, alright, we need to subtract 1 from both sides. I end up with negative 12 is greater than negative 3x. We're going to go by negative 3 now, so negative 12 divided by negative 3. We need to switch the inequality, and this will be negative 3x on negative 3. So this tells me then that 4 is less than x, which of course, if 4 is less than x, means x is greater than 4. Okay. Alright, so now in this case here again we subtract 1 from both sides. I have negative 3x now is going to be greater than negative 18. Now of course negative 3x divided by negative 3, we switch the inequality because we're dividing by a negative. We end up with this. So end up with x is less than 6. Right, it's always good to draw a little picture of this. What does it really mean for x to be greater than 4? Well, here would be 4, but yet less than 6, this would be 6. So we're talking about inside here. So the best way to write this would be, of course, for 6 would be our solution. Okay, right, so a couple of things here. Split it up into 2 if we have these greater than signs like this, and if we have a negative inside in front of the x, then we're going to have to do some switching of the inequalities. So it's best to break it up into 2 separate inequalities.